Hi, this is Sherry from Twisted Granny Tarot. Thanks for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you again, January 2026. Well, it's finally here. We all knew it was coming. I hope we're prepared for goodness instead of tension. I hope we're prepared to have good things happen. So, the cards have been shuffled, they've been blessed, they've been cut, and they're ready. And of course, this is the channel that uses an astrology chart for a card reading, because each one of these categories in this horoscope covers a particular topic in your life. So we can get a lot of information out of here. All right, that's number one. Number two, my friend Link publishes a calendar called A Year and a Day, and he likes to research antiquities, we'll call them. So he's listed some trivia from ancient cultures in this calendar. And I happen to like it because I'm all into research and stuff. However, our January calendar has not been delivered yet. So we're going to go back to, let's go back to this past January. Let's see what it says. All righty. All right, January. Oh, on the 18th of January, there's a situation called the Chinese kitchen god Zhao Jun is honored. A Chinese kitchen god. So that implies that it's a man. And Zhao Jun is honored. Also on the 18th, the Sabbath of Lilitu, which is an Assyrian Sabbath, when the goddess battles the Wyvor dragon of the transmuting Alcahest. Well, I'm sure glad I picked that one. Sabbath of Lilitu, which is Assyrian, when the goddess battles the Wyvor, W-Y-V-O-R-E dragon of the transmuting Alcahest. Well, I gotta look up those. I don't exactly know what they are. Okay, on the 23rd, the day of Hathor, that's a goddess. The libation of cow's milk is poured into the Nile River. Now, nobody says why, but it's just kind of a blessing, kind of a ritual. Okay, we are ready. Leos, I hope you are ready. Excuse me, baby. And first house is what you think about. What you're thinking about right now. What you're thinking about right now is, this shows somebody taking a nap. So I think you're tired of the rat race today. You're tired of the rat race. You just want to sleep through some of this nonsense because you're just not up for it. It's a big fat bore. Second house, is your own money. Look what's happening there. Well, this means that an event is coming with regard to your money. Okay. Third house is communication. So, kind sir, this person, or kind lady, this person has 5 cups in front of him or her, and 3 of them are spilled over, and 2 of them are still full. The ones that are spilled over, this person is paying more attention to what he has lost, or what she has lost, rather than what she still has. So, the issue here being, if you want some more of this stuff that you don't like, keep paying attention to it. Keep dwelling on it. Tell yourself how bad and terrible it is and how you really miss this stuff. But right here, you could change your channel and think about the stuff you still have. So there are still plenty of attributes that you own, possess, and practice. And this will go away a lot faster if you concentrate on good things happening. Okay? Good luck with that. Fourth house is your home. Now, okay, what's the Justice card? So it looks like there might have been a discussion between you and your spouse or other interested people about your home and where you live. But this looks like there was some kind of a, now I don't want to call it a kerfuffle, but there was some kind of a decision and some ticklish situations had to be addressed. And y'all found the best way to deal with them. Now, This could mean you found the best way to deal with it so you could stay in your home, or you found the best way to deal with it and set somebody out, or you moved. So something happened at your house. Okay, fifth house is romance and creativity. Oh, brother. I didn't do this either. Okay. I am really sorry to show you this. This is romance and creativity. So it looks like your romance has disappointed you and left you feeling all broken and sad and depressed and needy. And that may have happened recently, or it may have happened in a long time past. And you're still suffering for it. Okay, sixth house is work and health. Now, this is a card of a person who is a quite contented person. In this case, it's pictures of a woman. She is in her garden. She has her own pets. She's got a rose garden. She's very well appointed here, so she's well off. She has money. So if this has got to do with work and health, well, then let's just say your work affords you a particular level of ease, 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 maybe slightly affluent, or at least no terrible situations coming down on you that you're aware of. So this means contentment at work. So you must be doing a good job. Now, when it comes to health, this indicates that the health issues are if there are any, they disappeared. If there haven't been any yet, great. And there might not be any in the near future. I'm not expecting them. So good for you. All right. Now the next house is your seventh house. That is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Leo, 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 Leo. Don't make me cry now. Look, why is this like here? So marriage partner. So let's pretend this isn't about your marriage. Let's pretend this is about your business. Your business, you go to work every day and you work at a particular place, but you think it's a prison. You think it is a prison. You know, Leos can be quite exuberant and they can be quite cheerful and hail fellow well met. Okay? They like to be popular and they like to be generous. And this is not, that job is not giving you what you want. You just feel trapped. Also, if this is about your marriage, you're also feeling trapped because you cannot go anywhere. So if that's what it is today, that's just today. Sometimes people get trapped for a little while and then the situation eases up and they forget all about that misery. Let's hope that's what happens for you. Okay, eighth house is money from other people. Money from other people means income tax checks, inheritance checks, lawsuit checks. Well, it looks like, and bonus checks. This is a card of triumph. This person has been to a battle and he has come back as a conquering hero. So you must be, even though you feel like you're trapped at work or you're trapped at home, there are bonus checks coming your way in this month. And in January, things will improve. Okay? Things will improve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. So these are intellectual topics. And because sometimes Leos have a real gadabout, and they're not really afraid of much of anything. So, but this card is the moon. So I don't know if you have really, any of y'all Leos have really sat down and pinpointed the types of trips you want to take. Do you want to go to a dude ranch? Do you want to go on a cruise? Do you want to take a road trip down to Key West this winter? Might be fun. But you haven't made up any decisions. You really haven't made a list. This is all vague. And until you get serious about it, none of that's going to happen. Until you get serious about making a list of places where you want to go, none of it's going to happen. So you have to, just writing it down makes it more real. So philosophy, religion. Oh, this means that if this also, house also governs people's religious capacity or their spiritual growth. And so you're not quite sure which way you would like to go in the spiritual realm. However, at this moment in time, you feel like you don't have enough information to make a decision about that kind of thing. So it's up to you whether you want to study on that right now. And you might be too busy. And however, if you're having a religious moment and you want to talk to somebody, there are people that'll talk to you about that. You can check with your local regular churches, or you can check with the New Age people, and they'll have a similar take but different. Okay. Oh, what's this doing here? All right, well, anyway, this is that's 9. This is 10th house of your career. Well, looky here. This card represents, among other things, an Aquarius. And as Leo is opposite Aquarius. So in your working life, this figure represents people who want to do good for other people. And Aquarius believes in equal rights and equal shares, and thinks that every kid who needs to eat needs to have food. Does he have food? Does he have shoes? Does he have a coat? Does he have books and papers so that he can excel at school? Or is he kept in poverty for some strange reason? Okay? So if y'all are in the business of making people's life better, that would make you very happy, according to this card. So if you are in the process of exploring ways to get a greater satisfaction out of your work, one of those ways is to help other people. So unless, if you have the kind of job where you can improve people's lives, then do. If you can improve their situation, then do. And talk is cheap. You can just make suggestions. You don't have to actually give them money. Okay? Okay. 11th house is, wow, long-term plans. Long-term plans and friends in general, friends, and as well as friends from previous employers. So, you're pretty popular and you would like to be out with friends on a regular basis. Because you're jolly and you're friendly and you like being generous and you like being kind and you don't mind a bit being the center of attention. You probably make a pretty good one. And so something going on around you today or this month is going to lead you to a greater degree of satisfaction in your social life. How about that? Because this, after all, is the World card. Okay, 11. No, that's 11. This is 12. Oh, this is what you think about before you go to sleep. Leo, you're thinking about money. What else is this? Oh, and where is it? So sometimes you lay awake at night and say, how can I make more money? Well, in this particular picture, this person has just sent out his ships. Let's pretend he's, like Columbus. Columbus sent out his ships and he's waiting for them to come back. Magellan or Captain Drake or John Smith, whoever in the world they are. And he's contemplating because he made an investment and he wants his money to come back 2 or 3 fold, right? Woo! And this card is almost exactly the same thing. Where are my ships? Where is my money? What? Why are you taking so long? Oop, wait a minute. Now, what we got here? This is an unexpected event. So, it's possible at just about the time you feel like you have waited too long for your ship to come in, it's going to come in. And this looks pretty dreadful. This scene looks pretty dreadful, but I promise you, it could be just a slight kerfuffle. So something you didn't expect is going to happen with your ability to get your return on your investment. You know, it could be money. A return on your investment could be you've invested in some trips and now you're going to take one. There's now, okay, so there's going to be unexpected event. Now what do we have here? The Queen of Swords. Well, this could be an Aquarius card. Leo's opposite is Aquarius. Other air signs are Gemini and Libra. Okay, so let's see what now. So this woman here has got a really good idea. She wants to talk to you about making money. Now I don't know when this is going to happen, but I'm going to say it's sometime in 2026. Because this particular reading isn't governed by months or weeks. This is what's happening in this department now, and so in your department of investments and having money, now we got the Queen of Cups. And this, the High Priestess. This is your profound intuition, your profound ability to read other people's minds when you're not even sure you're reading them. You don't even know how you do it. But you get a little whiff and you know what the situation is because you got really good intuition. You have really good telepathic traits. So keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled for the messages you get and you don't know how you get them. Okay? Now, this card is going to go right in the middle here. Now, it's a face card, so we have to get another one. All righty. Well, what this is this is about somebody being in a hurry. This is about somebody who's standing still. He's not even standing still. This is a depiction of the god Odin, and he's a Norse god, Scandinavian god, and he had some bad luck in his life and found out that he made mistakes. Well, he felt terrible about the mistakes, and he knows he needs to look at the world from a different angle. So he plucked out his own eye, and then he hung himself upside down in a tree. Look up the legend, so that he could view the world from a different angle. So what we have here is Mr. and Miss Leo. So right after this tower situation here, right after that big surprise, that big kerfuffle, I'm going to say you might feel like you have dodged a bullet. So there's going to be a kerfuffle around you. You'll have some little psychic awareness of it, but it won't necessarily affect you personally. Okay? So let's see what happens with this. Oh, now, so after that kerfuffle, and you're going to be aware of it, well, then this is about money. This is about getting more money. So whatever this kerfuffle is with the tower, when the dust settles, there's going to be lots of opportunity for you to, they're going to offer advice that you don't think you need, but somebody in authority is making statements. And some of these things you believe in, some of these statements you don't, of this person who theoretically wants to bring you on board or up to a certain communication level. Let's put it that way. All right. And then, and you're like, I don't know if I should believe him or not. Because you're old enough to know that people don't tell the truth, especially employers. So now we got some money, and now we got more money. So listen, whatever this issue is with the tower, it's going to cause a benefit for you. Now you're going to be hesitant to follow through or to pick up the pieces because it might, in your head, you don't necessarily see how not anything good, but very much good could come from it. You're just not seeing it. You're just not seeing it. If I get involved in that, oh, people will think I'm wrong or something like that. But now then, so you're just hanging out. You're hanging out, watching the situation after this tower. This is conversation around the office. This is you going, okay. Then the final card here, right? Is this the final card? Oh no, it's not the final card. Somebody has faith in you, and after that kerfuffle, they're going to ask you if you would like to be in charge of X, or would you like to switch to Y, or somehow that's going to offer. There'll be an offer. Now it's up to you to determine whether is this a good offer for me or should I just skip it. But it means money, and what's this guy doing? He's paying money. I think he's paying it to you. You can see how it could work out to be a really a financial windfall or a financial success after this. Oh, let's pretend somebody made a bad mistake, stole some stuff at work, and now the whole company's in an uproar. But so you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right, and it's even going to work out for you. Oh God, I'm afraid to pull another one. No, this is really good because this is a generational card. On this card, there's mom and dad and kids and the house in the background, the dogs, and everybody's happy because they have affluence. So you're going to be better off after this kerfuffle. It might look like a terrible storm. Ooh, it might just scare everybody in the office because the world has been turned a little bit upside down, maybe, and they don't know what's going to happen next. Well, don't worry. Somebody will figure out what to do, and they're going to peg you as the person who can be the most successful at repairing the damage, attracting new business. And don't forget, you got a really good antenna. Even if you don't think you do, you do. Now, people get psychic impressions, and they don't know how or why or where that thought came from. But they're coming from somebody around you because your antenna is working. Your antenna works. Now, there used to be a song on the radio. It was a John Hartford song. And the song was all about the radio. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. I used to love that song because I love the radio. But anyway, the radio, if your radio's off, you don't get any music. You don't get any attention or any activity. But if you turn your radio on, woo, if you expect to be able to decipher unseen messages, really unheard messages. Now, you might be able to hear people talk. You might be able to hear people talk in your head. You might be right about it. Okay? But you got to turn your radio on in order for you to collect psychic messages. Now, my radio's on. That's why I could do this. Okay? You can do it too. or at least any degree of it you may want to. Otherwise, this card would not have shown up on your layout here. So I think that at the beginning of the year for you, all Leos, is going to be sort of boring. Just another go round on the planet, right? However, by the time we get to several months into the situation, you'll be past your poverty stage and past your misery stage, and things will start looking up. Now, how soon that happens, I'm not sure, but if we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it could take 6 months. Okay, it could take 6 months for the tide to turn for your benefit, because big bureaucracies that take a long time to move. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and you're gonna be let out of prison. Woohoo! And you're gonna be so happy about it. Okay, all right. I hope that helps you, because even though the immediate future may look bleak or boring, just let it ride itself out. Maybe we need a boring future with all the other nonsense going on in the economy, and things will improve. Okay, thanks for listening. This is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. Love you, mean it. Take care, and I look forward to hearing your comments about how this is going to work out or how you feel about it. So please like and subscribe and send me a little message so I can address your situation if you want me to. All right, love you, mean it, bye.